You do know I can see you. Do your trading here. Behave yourself. I assume you have a reason for approaching me while I'm working. What is it? Are you trying to get me noticed? Wait a moment. Did you run into a problem with the governor's contract? Did something go wrong? Interesting. I knew we were going to eliminate the Pirate Queen eventually, but I didn't expect that today would be the day. Why the sudden change, I wonder? He did? I'm impressed. I didn't think the old Count had it in him to ask the Night Mother for help. First the governor contracts you to perform a kill, and then you get a contract to kill her. The Speaker must love this. Of course he did. I've been studying the castle and the governor's habits for months now. She keeps a pantry on the upper level. I suggest a dose of poison. Drop it in her favorite decanter of wine, and that should do the trick. The governor's private pantry is on the top floor. The place is a maze, though, and the red sails guard the direct approach 9 ways to Sunda's. I'd use the secret passages in the eastern corridors. Just look for a red drape over an alcove. Naturally. Most castles have them. You just need to know where to look. Once you pass through the entry hall, the guards will consider you a threat. If you want to avoid being seen, find a red drape and use the secret passages. The Speaker sent you to me, didn't he? I know Anvil Castle like the back of my hand, and I know the governor. Poison lets your target do all the work for you. And Fortunata can't resist any excuse to reach for a decanter of her favorite wine. Oh, I'd love to put an end to her royal pain in the arse, but the Speaker gave this contract to you. I'm just here to offer advice. Tell you what, after you poison Fortunata's wine, I'll stop by for the show. We can share a drink and watch her die. The governor's private pantry is on the top floor. The place is a maze, though, and the red sail...
Dark moon! These criminals are ruining everything!
Now!
How could you? Someone help!
What are you doing?
I called the guards and they're on their way!
Crime does not pay, friend.
How in Oblivion's bleakness did you get in here? No, don't tell me. I don't really want to know your trade secrets. To what do I owe the pleasure of this unexpected visit? Can I assume that my little problem has been dealt with? That's perfect. Splendid, even. I'm going to overlook the way you so rudely barged in here and offer you a drink. Join me on my balcony. Sure you'll appreciate the view. Fetch my wine, girl. You know the one. And bring something less expensive for my friend here. I miss sailing the open sea. Things were more clear out there. Kill or be killed. Take whatever you can carry. Fight to keep what's yours. It's the same here, I suppose. We're just less honest about it.
Your wine, Governor.
Mirabelle? Where's Edwina?
You know how clumsy Edwina can be, Governor. While she cleans up her mess, I brought your wine so you wouldn't be kept waiting.
Initiative. I like that in a serving girl. Very well then. A toast to taking what you can and fighting to keep what's yours. What did you do?
We'll drink to your memory, Governor, and to the glory of the Night Mother.
Mirabelle. She's one of... you!
Life is fleeting, Fortunata. An illusion. And in the end, everything belongs to Sithis. Tell him I said hello. I'll see you back at the sanctuary, darling. After I clean up any evidence of our involvement. Well, that's done. I'm just glad I was here to be a part of it. I never did like that glorified, over-important pirate. Now be a dear, and get back to the sanctuary. Let Astara know what happened. I'll be along in a bit. I just want to make sure I can continue my role here after the dust settles and a new administration takes over. If you need a way out, I'll happily let you in on my secret escape route. It's never failed me yet. Oh, darling, I have all kinds of secrets. And so did Fortunata. There's a hidden passage in the governor's suite that she used whenever she wanted to move about in a clandestine manner. I've used it a few times myself. Leads to a cave on the shore. You don't have to thank me. We're family after all. But if you forget you saw me in these rags, I'd be ever so grateful. Now get back to the sanctuary and let Astara know that Fortunata is as dead as that stuffed chub loon she kept on her mantle.
What can I do for you, assassin? You'd think Wayrest was the center of the universe with the way its citizens carry on. I recall having a conversation with one of the locals. He made a very persuasive point. Then I stuck my dagger in his eye. Save this for your next visit.
The litany has begun.
Why do you disturb me, Initiate? Yes, praise Sithis. The Black Sacrament has been performed and we have a new target. The Night Mother awaits her due. Before I give you the name, I would like to propose a challenge. An opportunity to demonstrate your prowess. Indulge me. Your target awaits in Trader's Cove. Fortuitous. It seems there's some kind of party going on in that cave. Slaying revelers is ever so satisfying. You'll be seen as a trespasser there, so if you want to avoid a bounty, then you should avoid being seen. Fear is one of the Brotherhood's greatest allies. The Night Mother's children must be as swift as they are deadly. I know you have many weapons at your disposal, but our Dreadfather's blade must be bloodied to keep its edge. A feckless would-be assassin has been cutting into our profits. Nelusi Orethi, a dark elf scale catcher. He made his fortune capturing escaped slaves, you see.
I did not want to call the guard, but you forced my hand.
The guard better give me a cut of your bounty.
Bid the guards come and
After
stop
all
that
you
criminal.
Put me through. Since you won't leave, I've summoned the guard.
The guards should arrive at any moment, trespasser.
You're pathetic. Barely worth the guard's time.
Ah! I saw what you did, and I called the guard.
Guard! Intruder! Guard!
No more warnings! Get out!
Do not dally. A throat awaits your blade's sharp kiss. You've returned alive. I trust your quarry does not share that luxury. Well done. What about the challenges that I posed for this task? Excellent. The night...
The Speaker brought me news of your success in Kvatch, and of the events that followed. I must admit I didn't expect you to return from Fortunata's den of pirates and brigands. Does this mean the Pirate Queen has been dethroned? Then I believe a new title is in order, Initiate. You've demonstrated skills and abilities that we will definitely need in the battles to come. Stand tall, Assassin. You've earned your place in the Brotherhood, and we're proud to have you among us. Fortunata's death bodes well for the future of the Gold Coast. But our problems remain. I need to consult with the Speaker and determine how best to collect the rest of what Count Carolus owes us. In the meantime, I'll leave you to your contracts.
It's a rare sight to see, so many of the family returning home at the same time. Ah, you just missed Mirabelle. She was heading back to the sanctuary in such a hurry we barely had time to talk. I think she was on her way back from a scouting mission. Something to do with Count Carolus of Kvatch, as far as I could ascertain. Mirabelle mentioned she had to convince Astara, and then she was off, heading in the direction of the sanctuary. Spying, scouting, when you think about it, is there really any difference? Oh, I almost forgot. Astara was asking about you. I'd return to the sanctuary and see what the matron wants if I were you.
Master Merrick, where are you?
So much to do, so little time.
In the name of the king.
It's
tolerated
getting away.
here, nor will you be. You should be ashamed of what you've done.
I watched them.
One cannot step light with such burdens. Let them take their leave.
You're too close to this one, Mirabelle. Besides, the Speaker has already decided.
Too close? They killed Simba, Astara. I'm going to be a part of this whether you give the command or not.
Please, Assassin. Not now. I need to record that exchange between Mirabelle and the Matron, word for word. Does cold-hearted oligarch have 1G or 2?
Assassin, it's time to collect a payment past due. Mirabelle's outburst doesn't concern you, Assassin. Focus on the task at hand. Count Carolus still owes us for the sacrament. He claimed to have information about the Black Dragon. Meet him at the ruins of Dossick Moor and find out what he knows. We're not sure, but that's where he requested to meet. He has a camp there which he's using for his own clandestine purposes. Before you go, talk to Mirabelle. She has information concerning the Count that could prove useful to your mission. Don't dawdle, assassin. I gave you a job and I expect you to handle it. Curiosity isn't a trait I encourage, especially when it comes to matters inside the Sanctuary. Still, you'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Mirabelle has allowed Tanik's injury and the deaths of Simbar and the others to make her emotional. The deaths hit her hard, especially Simbar's. She craves revenge and it's making her anxious, reckless. That's dangerous for an assassin. We need to be cold, precise, calculated. The heat of emotion leads to mistakes, and that gets people killed. As close as any lovers can be, I suppose. The recent deaths visited upon us have affected Mirabelle, but Simbar's torture and murder, that one has left a mark. It has made her emotional, which is never a good thing in our business.
Astara just gave you my mission, didn't she? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Did she? So I get to do all the work and you wind up with all the glory? I'm getting a little tired of sticking to the shadows all the time. I'm sorry. Was there something else you wanted from me? Excuse my attitude, but you have to understand. Simbar. Anyway, I've been hunting the Black Dragon. On my own. I got so close I could hear her voice. But I had to break off the hunt. I didn't want to wind up dead, you understand? Well, right. I suppose that sounds cowardly to you, our newest assassin. The pride and joy of the matron and the speaker both. Your blade never dulls, does it, assassin? Isn't it obvious? She thinks I've lost my perspective. That I'm too sad or angry or whatever to do the job I've done 100 times before. Just promise that you won't tell Astara about any of this. She already thinks I'm reckless enough as it is. One more thing. The last time I tracked the Black Dragon, I followed her past the Dosic Moor ruins toward the old enclave of the Hourglass before I turned back. Make sure the Count tells you what he knows about the Order of the Hour's old haunt.
Don't dawdle, assassin. I gave you a job and I expect you to handle it. Yes, assassin, what is it? I suggest that you proceed with caution then. Did this intelligence come to you by way of Mirabelle by any chance? Good. She's going to get herself killed if she can't set aside her emotions and focus on the job at hand. We all want to make the Black Dragon and whoever else is involved pay for these insults, but recklessness will get us all killed.
You've got a little blood. Right about there. Throwing dagger? No? I don't know why no one else finds that funny. The last time I visited Daggerfall Castle, I left mine in a century. I had to borrow another one from the kitchen. Decent sandwiches. Had 3 before I left. Anyway...
I'm not used to being ordered about by a clandestine organization, so let's get this over with. I'd prefer to conclude our business and forget all about that dreadful ritual I had to perform. I already told your associate everything I know. The woman with the dark hair and the staff. Mirabelle, I believe she said her name was. Do I really need to repeat myself to every assassin that slips out of the shadows? If that's supposed to frighten me, it's working. The Black Dragon is the first sword of the Order of the Hour. They're using the old enclave of the Hourglass to amass an army. Siege weapons, new recruits. It's a threat to your people and mine. If that's everything, I'd like to get back on my horse and return to Castle Kvatch. If I'm gone too long, I suspect Primate Artorius will go ahead and change all the locks. Oh, very well. What's a few more moments when I get to spend it with a deadly assassin? What else would the Brotherhood like to know? Whatever gave you that idea? The Order is a company of warrior priests, dedicated to protecting the Cathedral of Akatosh. At least that's how they started. Now they recruit anyone who can wield a sword. I agreed to expand their authority, but... my back was against the wall. Between Anvil's aggressive overtures and the rampant increase in murders, I needed help. Primate Artorius offered the order, and I reluctantly agreed. That was before I learned the Black Dragon was one of their number. My spies watched the Order's old headquarters from this camp. Saw supply carts start arriving a few days ago. If you want to weaken the Order, destroy their siege weapons and stop them from initiating more recruits. You'll be doing us both a favor. The Primate offered pardons to any Red Sails pirates who agreed to take the vows of the Order. Since Fortunata's death, they've been flocking to the Enclave. I wish I knew what Artorius was planning to do with an army of priests and pirates. Just that the Black Dragon is one of the deadliest warriors I've ever seen. Wears armor as dark as oblivion and twice as frightening. Even makes the rest of the Order nervous. Right after I received the first reports about her, the murders began. Not a clue. We only suspected that the murder victims were members of your guild recently, so my spies never even explored that line of questioning. No offense, but if the lot of you wound up destroying each other, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. By the Ruby Throne, stop doing that! I've told you everything I know. The Order of the Hour has increased its numbers by offering pardons to Fortunata's pirates, and the Black Dragon can be found in the Enclave of the Hourglass. Now, leave me be!
Assassin, I hoped I might run into you here. Who do you think you are to question my actions? If you must know, Astara sent me to look into the Order of the Hour's activities. Siege weapons, new recruits. They're building an army out here. Saw right through that, did you? Astara didn't send me. It was a lie. I'm here without contract or permission. I know this might be hard for you to understand, but I need to do this. For Simbar. Just one thing. I need to find the Black Dragon and make her pay for what happened to Simbar. I heard her voice and I'd recognize it anywhere. Are you going to stand in my way? I don't expect you to understand, and I don't want your help. But those siege weapons and other preparations the Order is making, you should do whatever you can to destroy them and disrupt their operations.
the guards.
What assurances do I have before I present your offer to the remaining Red Sails captains?
I guarantee your pirates will enjoy all the rights and privileges of the Order, but only so long as they remain righteous.
And the pardons we were promised? Much of my crew is wanted for crimes throughout the Gold Coast and beyond.
Prove yourself, initiates. To me, warriors of Akatosh. Thinking. Someone get the guard.
You won't get away with this.
I'm unarmed. May we speak before you kill me?
It seems you have me at a disadvantage, but you don't have to be afraid of me. Put away your weapons, and I'll help you in whatever way I can. Primate Artorias teaches us that no one is beyond redemption. In time and with effort, all wrongs can be righted. I can be patient. Can you? The Primate says regrets are as numerous as the stars in the sky, and they shine brightest in the darkness. But I don't want to talk about religion anymore, do you? It seems you have me at a disadvantage. The Black Dragon! How brave of you to seek the most powerful warrior in our order. I can show you where her chambers are, if you like. You know, the Black Dragon was a lot like you once, before she sought redemption. Very much the same, I see. The Black Dragon was an assassin, a member of the Dark Brotherhood, until she had enough of following the commands of others. You're pretty good at that. Silence can be very intimidating. In the right hands, of course. Come, I'll take you to the Black Dragon's chambers, and you can meet her for yourself. Stay close. The Black Dragon's chambers are behind that door. Follow me. Looks like we're all alone.
Psst. Assassin! Up here! I'm waiting for the Black Dragon.
Setting a trap for the dragon. Is that the idea?
Wait, who's that with you?
I am death, you silly fool! We'll meet again, assassin. And next time I'll be ready to deal with you.
Don't mourn for me, assassin. I've always dreamed of the void. I'll see Simbar and the Dread Father soon. But you need to warn Astara. The Black Dragon is